Actually, before we get started here with this, and we can see the civs.
Yeah. I'm in the game.
Chat. I know.
Okay.
I know. I'm in the game too. I have a question for chat before we get rolling here. Are you guys ready?
They don't seem ready. Is this like when you go
know.
to a concert and they're like, "Are you guys excited?" And everyone's like, "Yeah," and they're like, "I can't hear you." I always hate that because you know they're gonna do it 3 times. Yeah. Well, anyways,
we've got a Mayans and what's the other civ here? Chinese war.
Yeah.
Mayans, Chinese. Interesting.
All right. Well, we think this could be Hera Viper, the 2 best players in the world. Saladin is in the green though. He's playing as the Chinese, and then we have the Mayan player to the north of the map. Dave, I'm looking at the left side of Saladin's base. Could be really good or really awkward if he doesn't get the walls up, because all 3 golds are on that part of the screen.
We've got all 3 golds there. We've got 2 wood lines. You got the berries and the deer over on that side as well. If Kochen decides to come with some sort of forward, it could be tough for him. It's pretty rare that you see a forward with Mayans right away, though.
Yeah, we saw Kochen do it in the semi-final. He went forward with just 2 villagers and had the economic approach. Now, this is so exciting for me because we obviously don't have the players confirmed. Kochen could be Viper. Kochen could be ACCM. We just don't know. We have a couple good guesses. The big reveal will happen after the finals, but man, I don't think there's any arguments after the 4-1 victories in the semifinals that these 2 players deserve to be here. Man, I'm thinking now, what will the Chinese player do? It's likely a scout opening, and you see a lot of Drushfast Castle from Mayans, but his base is pretty open.
Yeah, it's pretty open base for Drushfast Castle. Will we see Drush into Archer, maybe? Or maybe Men-at-Arms? Maybe this open base pushes him more towards a forward.
Maybe. I think if it is Hera, Hera has one of the cleanest Men-at-Arm into 1-range Archer builds in the game. And he's very comfortable with that. And I think Man-at-Arms also can be a good strategy against Chinese, because Chinese normally, they have more vills, but they arrived a few lanes a bit later than most going for scouts.
Oh, scout fight.
Oh, I see that. Yeah. Saladin won't want to take that fight. The scout is always weaker in the Dark Age than the Eagle Scout. But we could see a lane if Saladin wants to go for it. Not going that direction.
Yeah, and he took his boars super early.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you'll see players do that against Mesoamerican civs because they have that eagle.
Yeah.
Mesoamerican and Incans. I have to add that.
Dave is being.
There's going to be one comment.
Dave is being politically correct. All right, and I have invited not only the moms to join this year, but also the dads and the second cousins. All right, so we have everything covered. We're at a really good starting point viewership-wise for game number 1. Let me tell you, it'd be awesome.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
And something I've noticed actually, which we were talking about Men-at-Arms. Men-at-Arms usually they go after the berries first, and Saladin's berries are really far forward.
It's true.
Not within range of his TC. So maybe if Kochen spots that, he could do some damage on that side. He's going to spot the walls most likely, or going to path around the walls from Saladin, so he'll know which way to approach from. Oh,
my God! It's got to be Viper. It's got to be Viper Hera then. Oh, the eagle went down too.
It dies.
What a freaking play, man! Viper confirmed.
Those gates, like you can only build 1 building at a time. I swear to God, those gates went up at exactly the same time.
But guys, like, here's the thing, all right? It's so easy to say, oh yeah, Viper made it to the finals again. But he was not doing that in earlier rounds. We didn't see near as many quick walls and all the flair that you would normally look for if you're looking for the Viper. Wow, I mean, there's Hera, there's Viper that would probably do that in game 1 of a big tournament, and Viper gets the eagle kill. And I guess on the bright side for Kochen Khan, he's going to probably expect scouts because that's what Chinese do, but losing that eagle can really hurt the attack.
Yeah, and I was talking about the berries being vulnerable.
Yeah.
He has no vision
on
that whatsoever. They could be to the right of the TC. He doesn't know that wall is there.
Yeah, he sees the golds.
All I can see is the wood line,
Yeah.
the golds, and then the stone at the back. But no other vision on anything else. Like, Green could get away with walling his base like crazy now.
Well, you normally have 2 villagers walling with Chinese while you're on the way to feudal age. And you see villagers have already walled the right side. Yeah, he's going
sending
for
bills
3.
out right now.
Yeah, he's
As
walling.
soon as he killed that
the
eagle.
revenge trap! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Gotcha.
Why?
I think it was low HP.
I have so many questions.
I think it was low HP. It was low HP, and he didn't hit it more.
I'm going through.
It was.
I was so high.
I know. Now we're so low. Oh man. Well, that's huge, right? Especially when you're going scouts, to still have that starting scout is nice. But also to know exactly where these units are coming. I highly doubt that our blue player Kachan Khan is going to make it in. And also look at Saladin. He also has 3 deer behind these walls. So really secure economy. Oh man, dude, this is ridiculous. They have brought out all the nerdy moves for game 1.
But he can get away with this full wall.
Yep.
That's what we were talking about. No eagle. He can get away with it. The men-at-arms, though, are going to be... They're going to put a lot of pressure on the big parts of this wall. So, like, the wall that he's approaching right now. Yep. It takes a lot to repair behind that.
Well, remember...
As Green comes over here with the scout to make sure he can get the
I'm really surprised that Saladin is leaving those partially built walls there. I guess Blue... he realizes his units can path around, so he wants to go that direction. Yeah, he doesn't ever believe he's going to get in here. He canceled Man-at-Arms, which is a good play for Kachan.
And look at Green going just for the greedy archer range. No stable. Usually you'd see a stable opening, but he's got the walls down. He's taking the deer.
Okay.
He knows he's safe for now, so why not just go into archer? Why make scouts?
And Kachan Khan does not know that. We're going to continue to pound this home, guys. He does not know what his opponent's doing. And so this is definitely not something you see commonly from Chinese. Blue's going to be rushing down the walls expecting scouts to come in. Oh, Dave! He's going super greed. He's expecting there to be melee units attacking the walls, so he's not adding any archers. He's going for super fast farms so he can go fast castle, but straight archers could punish that. Wow. How important was losing the scout? That's huge.
In high level AoE, and this is the highest level you will ever get, losing your vision on your opponent is so massive.
Yeah. Now, I wouldn't show my archers until I have a devastating number of them, so I'm really surprised that we see Saladin with his archer there. And, okay.
He pulls it back.
Yeah, but was it spotted?
I don't think so. Militia have terrible line of sight.
Okay, he's going to play tower defense then. Yeah, a Mayan player will go tower defense. And then he's already on stone. And then market his way up. Honestly, this is possible. The reason you go scouts frequently with Chinese is not just because that's what players like to do. It's because of the economy behind it. You have so many farms that come up, and he has less farms due to this. So, yeah, I think Kachan could do it.
You have to remember, though, he did get all the deer. Or 3 deer.
True. True.
So that'll come into play. He is housed as well. A big house.
Yeah.
Bit of a sloppy house.
All right. Yep. Pop block there. Got wheelbarrow. And the archers, I believe, were shown to Kachan, but Kachan has still not built any defensive towers. Typical, though, of both Mayans and Chinese to have full walls and play very defensive.
I think the Mayan player is going to be up first, though.
Yeah, like
up
way
first and with
faster.
the castle. Yep.
Way faster, and it's all because of Kachan's choice to go for the farms instead of the range. So that's either going to be good for him or bad for him, depending on how his base is defended once these units come in, Gabe. He could have some real gold problems. Fletching archers are on the way. I guess he didn't spot it. If he spotted it, he would have for sure towered here, right behind the walls.
He needs about another 3 minutes to keep them out for about another 3 minutes.
Yeah, look at this.
And can he do it?
Look at this. Yep, sees nothing. He's going to build a house behind. No, you can't do
He'll
it.
have to tower this.
Yeah, that bill will die if he tries to do this.
Like, you got to make the decision quick too. If you're gonna make a defensive tower, you got to make it quick. And it's too late now. He's got to tower the stone.
Oh,
that's so big.
That's so big. It's so bad. His villagers will probably be okay, but the fact that he's off gold entirely now means.
Yep.
And the fact he has to build towers means his castle's going to be late.
His castle. I like the walls behind. He's making sure the archers can't run into his wood line. But, like, Green, has forced out a tower, and that erases all the advantage he has with the early castle.
Exactly. Yep. And the economy's untouched for Saladin at home. He is building houses.
Do you justify waiting under? Can you sit under that tower? Because you know there's no skirmishers for blue.
Okay, this is gonna sound stupid, but
and now blue's gonna build walls around it.
Yeah, nice job.
That's such a good play.
That's such a good play. Yeah. Is there a lot stopping the archers from just continuing past this? There's not.
One little house foundation?
Okay, well, the archers have died. Quite a few archers have died there, so... Nice splits. Just camp the gold and the farms, if you're Saladin. You know what I was gonna say? It's funny, when I know it's Viper and Hera, I was gonna say this is what would happen. The risk of running underneath the tower is that Kachan Khan builds a tower next to the farms, and then stone gates you in on the other side. That's how the mind changes as a caster when you know it's these two.
But let's say you have these 6 archers, right? And I love the way he's positioned them. Oh my god, that's so annoying.
And the other archers
the 2 farms and the gold.
And the wood.
As soon as he gets to Castle Age, he'll get the range upgrades.
Yeah.
The thing about that, though, is if you sit under the tower, that forces more stone out from blue.
That's good. That's
and
that
he's
point.
even later with his castle, right? And you have other archers, like, look at him.
Oh, he just deleted the wall! He wanted to go... I don't know what he wanted to do, but he surely was not looking to let Saladin into his base. Oh, man, it gets worse.
There's a whole lot of nerves, I think, here from Kachan.
Yeah, possibly. Scorpion's on the way. Now, that he has to choose 3 different groups of archers to deal with. And Saladin knows what's up. Now, I would love to see Saladin add a stable so he could make knights.
Yeah, I think Blue's going for the second TC right now. I think that's the correct decision in this situation.
Yeah.
You can force the castle down, but I think the archers aren't going to come any deeper into your base, and now you have a siege workshop to defend. You can delay the castle a little bit, get some eco up.
This is a lot of army movement from Saladin, so I'm curious what his economy is going to look like behind it, because it's not easy to control 3 groups and also control the economy.
He's going to drop 2 TCs.
Yeah, but
I don't see him going for early ballistics, do you?
No, he's going to go knight instead. Just send a knight, maybe a forward siege workshop to punish the gold, because remember, that's still a very important area. I have to give Kachan some credit. He's done a great job keeping villagers alive, but he's had so much to deal with. He's constantly idle.
He's only lost 1 villager in this whole thing. I think maybe 2, 1.
Yeah, but you're on the back foot. You still don't have a castle. He's getting closer to it, and Dave.
Come on, wall that up, man.
Which one? Which area?
On the right side. He went back to the gold, but it still wasn't walled. Now he's got the wall there, and now he's just got to be concerned with all the other crossbows everywhere.
Man. Oh man, and it's all like, imagine how different this would be. Wow, I didn't realize there's a crossbow in here. How did that happen? Imagine how different this would have been if Saladin went. Oh, Magadel. Good micro. But if Saladin went for scouts, this would actually be good for Kachan. If Saladin went for the standard scouts. So sick.
That
so
one
annoying.
crossbow on the hill.
Oh, I'm getting annoyed for Kachan.
Does he see the weak ones?
Look at this. Saladin did not play like this in the other rounds. He was not playing like this.
And the castle is forced down there, which isn't an optimal spot. It's still a good one, but...
Still decent, yep. Keep in mind that Kachan's Mayans, and you brought it up so many times over the years about how Mayans can come back from crazy situations, Dave.
Mayan privilege.
Mayan privilege, yep.
That's my term. No one steal it. Don't steal it.
I never say it.
So many other of my phrases.
Jeez, man, we might need to have a talk after Hidden Cup.
Like, you got
yeah, you got really defensive there. I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever said it. I think if I've said it, I've always said, as Dave would say, the Mayan privilege.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
By the way, if you want more phrases to steal, you can go to
just go
Twitter.
to his YouTube.
No,
go to his YouTube channel and just look at his video titles.
What? Just go to Dave A. I was gonna give your Twitter a plug. His Twitter is he deleted it. He doesn't have a Twitter. Well, how is Kachan still alive? Can we just talk about that fact? How is he still alive?
It's stabilized really, really well.
Yeah.
That's the Mayan privilege.
Yeah.
we'll bring it back to that. Like, you can survive as Mayans, and as soon as you get that castle up, he got it up on his main gold, so now he only has to worry about one location. He's got the siege workshop and defense.
Yep.
And he just has to worry about defending there.
And now he just lost his Mangonel. Yeah, the crossbows could run in here, though. That's the thing. And I think they will, too. You have almost no momentum, no plume upgrades. And what's the boom look like behind this? Wow, clean 3 town center boom. And ballistics looks like it could be on the way. I wonder if Saladin runs in here. It's a way to win the game. It's also a way to possibly lose the game if you're not careful.
Yeah, if you lose your army. But if Saladin is who I think he is, he's not going to go past this lumber.
Yeah, he's just going to be annoying and then make sure he never gets trapped. And look, he realizes the plumes are there. He sends the knight in after the plumes so he can still sit behind the wood line. Dave, this is next lever.
He is going past the lumber camp, so... Oh no, and now he's going back. It is next lever.
Yeah, next lever. Oh, but it's a bit risky, isn't it? And he somehow makes it out alive. Oh, and the split micro, but the repair from Kachan! Oh. Okay, well, there must be a bug with the, did he just call the GG? I think he called the GG. I think Kachan tapped out. We have this weird bug where it says someone advanced to Castle Age before the game ends.
Well, just look at how many villagers he had on gold. They were all panicking, and he didn't have any wood lines to take. That was probably why he called the GG here. There's no safe wood lines. There's one on the right, but like, what's stopping Saladin, even if he goes there, from sending crossbows to range it? Like, he did a good job to stabilize. Once Saladin got into his base, but he definitely wasn't expecting the double range archer.
That was so sick. Just every small little thing. I mentioned the weakness of going straight archers and how your economy falls behind. However, if you know how to take and use map control, you win that game, and that was just perfect. I'm honestly mind blown here how good that was.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Just absolutely clinical. And that all stems back to losing the scout. Now, we were talking about those quick little micro plays potentially being bad.
Yeah.
But they have a high upside, too, because you can get away with stuff like that.
That's true. Yeah, you kill the eagle. Just one eagle. That should tell you guys how good these players are. One eagle dying, change the rest of this game. Because I'm with you, Dave. I think with the forward berries, maybe the strategy for Kachan becomes man-at-arm forward, man-at-arm tower, but he didn't want to do it blindly. Wow.
That was just no mercy.
Yeah.
Absolute no mercy from Saladin. Jeez.
Okay, so think about it. The finals were just finished. They just played today, which means that both the finalists got to see previous games, which means that both the finalists got to hear us say that Viper was out. And, I mean, I'm just going to say you were saying that a little bit more than I was. Maybe he had a point to prove there. I don't know if it's even him. If it's even
Viper
him.
will let me know if it is him afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
He won't be happy about that.
All right. Game number 2 is the home map now for Kachan Khan. It's going to be on high tide, which is a surprise. And it's consistently been a Japanese war. Dave, let's hop in. All right. Game 2 in the grand final of Hidden Cup 3. I kind of hope some of the games are a bit longer than that one. That was really clinical from Saladin, but 1-0.
It's not a Japanese war.
It's not a Japanese war. What do you think about Persians, Dave?
Saladin, we've seen Saladin play this before, and he played the Japanese mirror.
Yeah.
And he's picked Persians. Persians are so good on so many other maps.
Yeah.
In this tournament. Like, why not go for Japanese?
Well, I'd have to see the remaining maps, but something tells me that he probably wants to use Japanese elsewhere. That's normally how it goes, and you could then say that Kachan will have Persians available elsewhere as well. But I like the non-mirror matchup. This is actually the first time that we will not see Persians picked since High Tide has been updated, which means in the entirety of the main event. And after how Saladin played game number 1, I have a lot of belief in him and his performances. Well, now we have to talk about 2 different civs and their bonuses. Persians, they start with extra wood. They start with extra food. They also have faster working town centers, and it just gets faster throughout the game. They have paladins. They have the crossbows that only cost wood. They are one of the best hybrid civs in the game right now.
Did you just say paladins that only cost wood?
No, I said they have paladins, and oh, it's a lame.
And crossbows that only cost wood.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's fine. I know.
It took me a while.
What?
That was the delay.
He's actually going to lame. Dave, he could get 4
From
sheep
behind the base.
and the boar.
Yep. If he sees
Oh,
those sheep.
and Kachan is on the right side. Oh my god.
And he's not even, dude. He's not even gonna risk sending them back to his base. He's just gonna keep them there. Oh no! Now he is. Okay.
I think if he can make it with 4 sheep and a boar, Kachan, he's about to finish his only sheep and he's bringing a boar, but after that, what's he do?
Do you remember Saladin was in a very similar position, was he not? Was that Saladin who had like idle time forever under his TC
And he
because
came
he got
back.
lamed?
And he came back.
Yeah.
Yeah. He came
And
back.
now he's like, hey, that was pretty annoying.
This isn't over, Dave. This isn't over. Kachan's
There's
looking
a scout
for it.
coming from Kachan.
This has happened in every big hidden cup with either Viper stealing a boar, someone against Viper, if it is Viper. At this point, the damage has already been done. I'm really curious what he does with the sheep. Now, Kachan could block the boar, but Saladin just needs to stay within the range. And here you have it, guys. Some stats on the Viper as this boar is being brought back. There's no way.
There's no way you're blocking this. And now, and Saladin's bringing in the second boar now at the same time.
All the meat. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He kept the scout alive. That's good. Wow. Sheep stolen, number 1. Doubt Castle's number 1. Deer pushes number 16. Okay. Well, at least Kachan will find 2 sheep, but I wonder if the damage has already been done, Dave. I'm looking at his eco now.
You know what he did? He went right out to the deer.
Yeah.
As soon as he saw that, and he is Japanese, so cheaper mills.
You know what's interesting? If you think your opponent's gonna... Oh, he gets the sheep back. Dude, he's gonna
That's all of them.
Can Kachan at least take this boar? Kachan, take the boar, please. Okay, Kachan's now taking the boar. Okay.
Okie doke.
All right.
Yeah, there we go.
I think that's fair.
Fine.
That's
he's
fair.
on the deer and he's taking the boar, so he's not gonna have any idle time with his TC, but it's like
he's not going fast feudal, and that's what Japanese thrive on this map. And I think that's probably the thought process too. You're so close together. Why not risk going forward early and going for the boar steal? No mercy. This is on you, man. You said Viper was out. No mercy. Whoever Kachan is not going to like you.
Saladin was him earlier today.
Dave, you said before we ended day 3, hot
I
take,
said there was
Viper
a little
is out.
voice in my head.
Okay.
It was doubt in my
Okay.
head.
I mean,
He's out.
I'm still saying it could be a variety of different players, but
It could be.
this is so
It could
cutthroat.
definitely be.
Yeah. Well, feudal age time on the way. That feudal age time is faster for Persians, remember. Faster for Persians. And normally I would say that it's really, really difficult to go full water against Japanese. But if you get the fire galleys out a minute faster, 2 minutes faster, then you go double
but still,
dock.
You can always run your fish with Japanese and
True,
they'll be
yeah.
running forever, right? But look at... Oh, is Green going to lose the scout?
Doink! Yep, dead. Okay. Now, if I'm Kachan, I would scout quickly what my opponent is doing. Like, is he going for a dock or is he going for a barracks? Because you need that intel. And then obviously try and go feudal.
Losing the scout there isn't as important as losing the eagle was last game.
Yeah.
Super early.
Yeah.
But it's a really important thing to have into the feudal age. So you can see whether your opponents are transitioning into something.
Yeah.
Or like discover the extra docks or whatnot.
Having Japanese could save Kachan. It could definitely save him. What's the deal with this Vil? Why has this... Does Saladin not have the wood? He's walling so much. He doesn't have the wood to make a second dock yet, Dave. That's interesting.
So only one fire galley, and we were talking about it before against Japanese on this map.
Yeah.
The fishing ships are so tanky. If you're gonna go water,
Yep.
and your opponent's gonna go land, you better have 2 docks to get fire ships out to kill those fish. And Kachan is coming forward.
Yeah, how many times do you see it on high tide where one person gets a lead early on water or thinks they're going to get a lead on water, and then the Japanese player, well, everyone's been Japanese except for this game, goes forward.
Is Kachan gonna go around the right-hand side, or is he gonna go around the left? He's going around the right, and Saladin sees this.
Yeah, he knows it's coming. Now, if this is Hera, that is a near full HP scout. That could do a lot. Oh, it's going to be a trap! It's going to be a trap! It's... Oh, that's gotta be
trap.
Viper. Only Viper would try that trap there.
Maybe he went out there to make Blue think it was a trap, to push Blue around the other side.
To make Blue think he was Viper when it's doubt.
Yep.
Oh, next level mind games. Well,
so the second dock is up for Saladin.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep an eye on the fishing ships for you, but Japanese fish shouldn't die. Looks like it's happening. Did Saladin just send a forward fishing ship? Is he gonna steal the fish? Like what? He's adding. I guess he's adding
scouting,
fish, and he accidentally sent that forward.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The waypoint's set there. It's counter tower here for Saladin. I think the Japanese one goes up just after this one completes, but if he's on stone...
Yeah, I think...
Which he is.
Oh, is he? Wait, who? Khan is on stone. Gotcha, okay.
Kachan's on stone, so that means Saladin can only make one counter tower.
This is... I have to say, this is kind of sloppy for Saladin right now. There's no way you shouldn't have killed more than one fishing ship, and you just tossed one of your own forward because of a waypoint issue. This is the tournament final. And now you have your opponent knocking at the door. You've walled your base, but it's not looking so hot. Not on stone, as you said, Dave, to maybe make defensive towers if need be. And
not going to be able to complete the walls?
Nah, you can't run in there if you're Kachan. You'll lose... Why would you run in there, Kachan? Oh, there's a tower.
The sloppiness is on the other player now. And does green wall behind him?
Oh,
does he trap him in here?
Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. There's still a scout and militia. That tower doesn't really do anything except keep the presence of this side.
I think he could safely make a gate from that position and trap him in there.
Maybe. Well,
over the wall.
I'm going to say this. On water, it's still looking better for Saladin. He has 2 fire galleys to 1 right here. He's doing all right. He's had more fishing ships working. He has not lost a villager to the attack. The scout for Kachan Khan is pretty weak. I like the fact that Kachan can scout what's going on. And I also like the fact that Kachan... Oh, nice T90 farm. Beautiful. Oh, 2 of them. Nice. I love this guy. I like the fact he's adding some farms. Like, we're not seeing that from Saladin, and I've seen players think that the fish economy is stronger than it really is sometimes.
Saladin still hasn't lost a villager in this engagement.
Yeah.
And Kachan has, so... And Kachan has all this idle time of these villagers being forward, and now is he just going to go back to his base?
Yeah, by the way, T90 farms are a product of insane speed. Speed that very few people have in the world. I just want to put that out there. Right, Dave?
Okay, there's weak villagers on the wood line.
Ooh.
What? Does he go for the snipes?
You're not gonna back me up on that? Dave's like, this is the tournament final, you idiot.
Yeah,
Shut up.
I'm looking at the game, man.
Yeah.
You're focused on the memes.
The repair villager, Dave, in the center for Saladin. Still hasn't completely won water. The fishing ships have been working for him, but I think he's really overestimated what the fishing ships will do. He's not adding any farms. And you have Archer follow-up for Kachan Khan. How good has it been from Kachan Khan to stabilize? So good. I thought he was dead. Forward dock kind of confuses me too. If you're not going to win water early, why go for a forward dock? Another fishing ship.
Well, I think he figured with the amount of sheep he stole, with the boar he took, he was going to be like way faster to feudal age.
True.
And that Kachan wasn't going to put any emphasis on water whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make sense.
He just, like you said before though, he wasn't quick enough to kill the fishing ships. And he let them run away. He sent one of his forward. Like, it was a bit sloppy.
It's still so weird to me how his fishing ships are just roaming around here half the time. Like, where was this guy at? All right. Well, I think we're going to see some market abuse from Saladin. And that was actually the one thing that made me think that it was more Tato, because Tato really likes to use the market. That's a lot of gold floating. Oh, here comes a demo. Probably not even...
Kachan's got just as much gold, though. Like, his resources are looking amazing.
This could be huge. Who wins? Of course, Saladin wins. 3 HP. Dude, I think there was another game where there was a lame on this map, and the person who had to invest into farms earlier because of it won the game.
Oh, one villager going out to deal with the scout.
We have to deal with the scout here, and... doink! Nice. I still see some fires roaming around, and Wheelbarrow now for Saladin. I am not sure about this economy for green. And I think Katyan Khan has weathered a huge storm. Look at that eco.
You were right, though. Just the farm timing. The farm placement timing was so good from him.
Fishing ships are... It's good, but they're so far. You have to travel so far. It's only perch, so only 200 food for the fish that are closest. You have the marlin for later. You need a mix. You can't go YOLO for just one. Look at this Vil repairing for Katyan.
The dock. I knew you were looking there. You said, look at this Vil. I was like, yep.
This is... I don't know if this should exist. If you fully palisade wall in a villager,
yeah, the fire.
It can't get hit by a fire.
Yeah.
Which is
just
silly.
Kind of a little bit realistic.
Yeah, and then you can build 2 HP gates to wall in an eagle. So, all right.
Oh, I like this other villager from blue too. He's coming over here to redock somewhere else.
Yeah, okay.
He's in the middle of nowhere. Where is he going?
He's going back on water. I think this is going to full swing into Katyan's control soon.
Well, he's got 2 demos in one, 2 fire galleys in the other, and trying to repair that, but the galley from Saladin denying.
And he can afford to get war galley. So it's not as if he doesn't have the eco. He definitely has the eco.
I have no idea who's in a better position in this game.
I went from, Viper for sure game 1 to looking at this eco for Saladin thinking there's no way this is Viper.
Demo?
Well, he micros well there against the demo. This is all before he gets his upgrades, keep in mind. So it's actually a risky time to take engagements. Unless you engage
but the other
well.
dock was going to eject the ships anyway.
True,
yeah. It was low HP.
Alright. Well.
And he can't get war galley right away.
Well, he has it now.
Oh, no, he is. Okay.
Yep.
He's getting it in the 3rd dock. All right.
Saladin not engaging versus this dock, so it's unlikely that dock will actually be destroyed. And we have an archer counterattack! There are archers on the golds! Katyan Khan, does he know about the golds in the north on this map? How prepared is he? If he wants, he could just waltz right up there.
Well, Saladin certainly knows about the villagers going up that way.
That's true.
He's turning back, though. He's not going to deal with them at the moment.
Yeah, I think he wants to remain a threat, because Saladin's so late to Castle Age. The last thing he wants is to, the last thing he wants is to have crossbows or mangonels or anything knocking on the door at home. Forced a siege workshop out of Katyan, but Katyan doesn't have the wood to make a scorpion or mangonel or anything. But funny enough, Saladin sees it, assumes he has the wood, and runs away.
Backs away. It was a tactical siege workshop. That's what it was.
Yep. All right. Well, after it's all said and done, I'm again surprised Saladin held on. He's getting gill nets, so he seems to believe that he will hold water, and it's looking like he will for now. 52 eco versus 41.
How many fishing ships can blue snipe here, though? Because he's still got
3
docks.
Yeah, that's the play. It's sniping fish, and we talked about Tato. Look at him move the fishing ship away immediately. Tato, when he plays with fires in Castle Age, he very rarely takes straight-up fights. He just snipes fishing ships. He's one of the best water players, and Katyan taking a page out of his book there. So Katyan got to Castle Age, but he wasn't able to do much with it, huh?
Is that stable monastery for Saladin? Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So he's going for the Persian Knights here, and what is the response on land from blue?
I'm not
just
sure.
Monk Siege.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Blue just dove in there to snipe fishing ships, and he's going to toss away all of his fires for it, and he didn't get a single one.
This is going to be really tough for
Katyan,
blue.
yeah.
Because he is going monks to counter the knights, any potential knights, and to pick up the relics, but the crossbows counter the monks.
Yep.
And the knights counter his siege.
Dude, I think it was a misplay from Katyan to add the 2nd town center, because
he's adding a 3rd, so...
But what's weird to me is he's so much faster to Castle Age, and I guess he tried to win water, but I thought he would make crossbows, but he didn't make anything out of the archery range. And so he didn't take advantage of the faster time on land, but he gets a big attack round on the crossbows, as the crossbows now back up.
The villager count is so even. It's like, once you take the fish out of the equation...
The thing about a fish boom, though, it's more about getting food to create more vills. Actually, all the TCs are idle right now. For green. Every single TC is idle. What? Okay, well, anyways, he should have the food to produce
getting
fills.
bodkin.
Yeah. Well, both players getting the relics, whereas in previous games and previous sets, we've seen only one player getting the relics.
Now Blue is going to see that knight pretty soon. As soon as he engages against these crossbows, that knight is going to come back.
Yeah, this is really interesting. They both know they have a Mangonel. Attack around. He's hoping he'll roll right into it. This is funny. Oh, he always kills the camels.
He doesn't like them.
I think he tried to move to the right and accidentally clicked the camel. That's a lot of town centers. 4 TCs for Katjan, so another game where he tries to come back by booming. What do you think of Saladin's pressure in the middle? Oh my god, that attack round, man.
That was amazing.
He predicted it was moving that way, got the shot.
At the same time, he lost 3 crossbows to that TC fire. So that's what you sacrifice, right? You're paying attention to the Mangonel to do the micro. You sacrifice micro time on the other side of the map, and a Mangonel now approaching those crossbows again.
And he backs away this time. And he has Mangonels pressuring this TC. If I'm Saladin, and I also have the skill of a top 16 player, I keep these crossbows around here for a long time. Don't really try and kill... Oh my god. Oh my god. It's going to be a forward castle for Saladin. He sniped villagers on both TCs on the front, and a castle could go up.
Dude, there's nothing that Kachin can do to stop this.
No.
He's got 1 siege workshop, and it's basically producing all his defensive units right now. He doesn't even have a Mangonel queued up. He's got 1 Mangonel on the field.
And now
he's to boom out of this pressure.
Oh, now he's sending the Mangonel, but there's a knight that's going to pick it off from Saladin. It's perfect, man. Redemption's on the way. That's an interesting one. With monks, Kachan Khan could convert the siege, but this is a slaughter. Yeah, this is a slaughter.
Mercy.
No mercy whatsoever. Yep. He deletes the knight. He does lose some crossbows, but who cares? He doesn't care at all. He just cared about the position. 25 villager lead. There's so much gold forward. I guess the only thing Kachan Khan can do now is build his castle, which he's doing, and then go immediately to Imp.
Yep, and then hope to win the Treb War.
Yeah. It's the only thing.
But what do you even do to supplement the Trebs? Like, what can you even make? You get the castle down, sure.
Yeah,
you get the position back, but like Saladin's sitting pretty in his base. Yep. He's going to have fish like crazy.
He just used 25 vills to build a castle, and now he has to find places for those villagers to work.
Yeah.
It's GG. And again, a 32-minute game.
Just
unbelievable.
Savage.
Yeah, and
what a savage, dude.
He doesn't he doesn't care how he wins. It's as cutthroat as can be. And we saw it at the start. Kachan probably shocked, man. Like I'm shocked. If it is Hera Viper, I've seen Hera Viper play so many times over the last few months, but this has just been a steamroll so far.
Especially if Kachan was watching the first sets of Saladin that we did.
That's the thing.
They would have been like, "Oh, this player's pretty good, but he's not top 3 level."
And there's
potentially
nothing.
Then they didn't watch the semifinal before playing this, so they didn't know.
There's nothing more than there's nothing more. There's nothing I hate more, rather, than when someone's like, "Oh yeah, so and so was trolling." I hate that because hindsight's 2020. So people might be like, "Oh, whoever Saladin is, he's trolling." But dude, the strategy, the preparation. Also, you eliminate Japanese when Japanese are such a good civ on other maps. The resources there are so high for Saladin. There were some question marks in the mid game, but he did it, and he is up 2-0. Okay, so Kachan Khan, if he wants any chance in this best of 7, needs to win here. He has Ravines and he has Cup as his remaining home maps. It is a potential we could see all of his home maps, actually, because remember, let's say Kachan Khan wins here, then loses Slopes, then we go to the remaining home map for Kachan. You don't have Japanese now for Cup, but there's still some other good civilizations. Do you think that Kachan tries to just slow it down a bit and goes for Ravines, which is more wallable? Or do you think he really wants to be aggressive against Saladin?
I think you want to be aggressive, dude. You see, the last few games, he's lost the early advantage with like scouting or with laming or whatever. And then what Saladin has done is secured his base behind that, walled up both games, and then carried it home from there. So maybe you want to make it messy early.
Yeah. Okay. Game number 3. Let's do it. Will it be the common picks? Or did Saladin have a plan? See, he wanted Japanese for here, Dave. Whereas I think every other player was not using Japanese here, was using civilizations like Celts and Persians and Vikings. All right, Saladin won game 1 and 2 in astounding fashion. Have to say he's very cutthroat, going for all-in 4 or 5 groups of archers in game 1, and then you had the heavy laming in game 2 into the Mega Boom. This map is a map that's not so straightforward, Dave. But you have Vikings who cannot make fire galleys in feudal age. What are your thoughts on Vikings, right? Because Japanese, they have the fishing ships, which are extremely tanky. But then you have Vikings, they're normally not a civilization that would even take water, at least with their water control in feudal age.
And you can't really drush the fishing ships.
True.
I mean, you can, but they'll never die.
Yeah.
120 HP on the Japanese fishing ships.
Yep.
The militia are just going to poke away with 4 damage.
But you know what I say with Vikings? I hate that it sounds bad for the caster to disagree with the players. But I think going scouts into spears against the fishing ships is the best thing to do. And then you get some map control. You buy yourself some time. And then you can go for water and castle age with Vikings with longboats.
Mm-hmm. And you don't even make the dock initially. Right?
Exactly, yeah. I think that would be suicide here.
The one thing is, usually with Vikings, you want to wall up. Look at the goal positions for Kochian.
I think it's fine, right?
It's a little unfortunate, though.
Keep in mind you can wall in amphibious terrain. Yeah. So you could wall diagonally into the TC. Still pretty easy wall there. But yeah, I think the 4-tile gold could be rough. Say the same, you're looking over at Saladin's base. I guess it's a bit easier to wall in the main golds. I wonder if we'll see fast feudal into man-at-arms, and even a forward from the Japanese player too, because that's something we used to see on High Tide with Are you kidding me? He's doing it again!
Dude, just as Kochian was coming out for it with the villager, and he sees that, he's coming back with the scout. He wasn't able to block it last time. Is he going to block it this time?
MBL confirmed. Dude,
This guy has no mercy. We keep saying it. Like,
doesn't
none.
Care. Yeah, he does not care.
He's up 2-0.
And Kochian Khan was pushing deer, so he didn't have his scout in position, and goodbye. Oh my god. He's got to
go look for the other boar. He's got to go look for Saladin's boar. He's going in the right direction.
If
he can hear it.
All right, let's see.
You're literally, I was on his fog of war.
Yeah, he could hear it.
You could hear it as he got closer. It was the pig snorting.
All right.
You gotta turn your sound up when you're trying to land, boys.
Now, does Saladin try and block it, though? Because Saladin actually has more HP on his scout.
Oh, he got hit again, too.
Oh my god, dude. What is happening here? That scout could so die. It's a little bit more complicated to block the boar, but it's still possible. The militia are coming behind this, something that Khan won't be aware of. Just get the militia in front to attack the scout!
Just delay him long enough. Now he's got to run.
Oh my god, dude.
That was a hell of a play.
This is what people get for saying he was out.
This is a theme. Every single game, like even before feudal.
Why would you push?
This guy's getting demolished in Dark Age. And look, you remember when Kochian got his dock walled in?
Yeah.
Look what he's doing right now. He's like, never again.
He thinks, the funny thing is, he thinks it's the same strat he faced before, but it's not. Saladin has no interest in sending the villager forward to wall in the dock, but maybe he still wants to keep his fishing ships alive somehow? I guess that might be it. Again, I don't normally agree with making the fish, but if you lose a boar, you might have to. Dave, it's just like, why push a deer if your boar if you're so close and your opponent's gone so heavy lame?
Yep, every single game, dude. He's getting
punished, yeah. Wow.
Now the fishing ship is probably going to go down here.
Really, this series has had more cutthroat early game action than the rest of the tournament. Had 2 boars stolen. I think there might have been 2 boars stolen in total in all the other sets. $12,000 to the winner of this best of 7, by the way. So, yeah, that's not bad. And now he comes back to push the deer. Yeah. Well, he is close to clicking up. And don't lose your scout. Oh.
Look at all the villagers on the... It's all falling apart.
Oh,
for
no.
Kachian right now. Can he bring it back? Can he bring it back with Vikings?
Jeez, I am shocked. I am just shocked right now. He can bring it back because he's on his way to feudal. And I don't think he should dock, though, Dave. If it's going to be scouts, can he afford it? Can he afford to make scouts? Such a late feudal time, too. I don't think it was originally part of his plan to be this delayed. Oh, he's going to gold. Okay, so I think he might actually go for man-at-arms. But again, Saladin sees the barracks. He knows all about it. He's going to dock the right side. I wonder if Saladin makes militia and turns this into heavy feudal with more militia and more man-at-arms, or if he just walls. Okay, he's going to wall now. Even the scout movement, Dave. Just verifying there's no militia yet, so he doesn't have to add an extra villager to wall. I can tell you're speechless, but this is not how I expected this final to start.
No, Kachian's been so good throughout all the other rounds.
Yep.
So clinical. And Saladin is just like, he's pulled out another level for this final.
Yeah. It's so interesting to me how big of a difference there was, too, between quarterfinal Saladin and this Saladin. There's the archer range now for Kachian. So he didn't even make any militia, and he's going straight into ranges. But it's suicide, isn't it? It's suicide. Here's some statistics. Now, this is interesting because of the colors. This is based on 729 matches. Hera has the most effective APM. That means he has less bad borlors. Initial scout lost to TC.
He's 15th. Wow.
Ooh, that's really high, man. The lowest is 1.9. I don't know who that is. And then you have some other cool stats there if you're just trying to guess who the players might be. Keep in mind that when these stats were taken was before DE, and Hera has upped his game more than any other player once DE came out. So
I want to point this out, and I do it every time. It's effective APM, not actual APM.
Yeah, exactly.
It's effective APM, so it's like actual actions within the game that means something. So creating a villager, or tasking a villager to wood, or tasking a villager to gold, etc.
Yep. Someone in the chat said, well, you can't have a bad boar lore if you have no boar. Oh, that was brutal. Chat's so brutal.
Okay, so Kachian's going for galley. He's going for the galley play.
I saw that, yeah. So he's adding another dock, too. And Saladin will likely add fires. Yeah. All right.
Now, galleys aren't too bad versus Japanese fishing ships, but they are pretty bad against fire ships.
Look at the militia getting some value there. Well, I know Kachian Khan's a micro nerd. Whoever this person is, he's a micro nerd. Right? Because we saw it in all the previous sets. So he's got a micro here against militia and a fire galley. This is what we talked about. You try and go water with Vikings and feudal, and civs that get fire galleys are going to be so much stronger than you.
Only one dock, though. If you have 2 docks pumping galleys and 1 dock making fire galleys,
and
you can kind of make up that difference, right? And once you get enough galleys in this area, you suddenly take map control. You got control over those golds. You got control over the edge of green space.
And there's a real potential for streamlining things for Vikings. You get fletching. Yeah, you get fletching. That applies to your galleys. That applies to your archers. And then everything costs wood and it costs gold, so you can make a lot of those. And I see him asking the archers now, and he already has fletching. So now Saladin he's well aware the range is there. He's just been using the water to control things right now, and he's even adding another dock. Now, here's the micro, Dave. You have enough galleys, and keep in mind, the militia are just wasted population. This isn't too bad for Kachian all of a sudden.
And, you know, Vikings, you get wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
So that's time. That's a couple extra villagers you'll make back on Saladin. It's also a bonus to your eco. He was in Fuel Age faster.
Honestly, the more I look at this, the more I think Kachan is coming back. He has so many farms. Look at his farming
I really hope he is
right
for
now.
this series, and he's put himself in a position after that messy early game.
Yeah.
To transition into a good castle age here.
If he plays this right, he could snipe a villager, he could snipe 2 galleys and all the fishing ships. Look at this.
Beautiful.
Excellent awareness. Also, I think archers could start coming out now that he's cleared up the side a little bit. The fishing ships.
He sees the Vil in the middle.
Yeah. That guy can run around, but I don't see him doing much. And Kachan hopefully is making a few more galleys and can snipe those fish. Where are the archers at? Oh, they're looping to the right side. I don't know if they'll do much because they'll meet walls, but something to keep in mind. Nice play. Yeah, man, he's getting momentum before Castle Age, which is exactly what Vikings would want.
And he'll take out the fish here, I think.
Yeah. I said the same in the previous game, too.
To run.
Like, the previous game, he stabilized really well, and then I think it came down to the fact that Saladin still had fish, and then he could pump all that food into more vills, but that's not the case here. There are some fishing ships, but this is nothing like... Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Does Saladin know that these archers are here? Did he see the wolf get shot? What? What?
Maybe he just assumed. I think he just assumed because the archers, that's the only place they can go.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say that regardless, that's really good game sense.
What did I say the magic number was for galleys? Well, Green's adding galleys now behind.
Yeah.
Green's adding galleys behind the fire ships.
That was bad micro there for Kachan. He was too focused on this area. It's going to be close. The Castle Age time is going to be close. It's kind of tough when you're in Katyan's position because if you stop to fire, then the galleys for Saladin will get you. And go good micro too, yeah. But it's still, dude, that's a lot of Viking galleys, and I think the galleys for Saladin just aren't going to matter.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll just get whittled down.
Remember, cheaper ships, cheaper docks for Vikings.
Yeah.
And he's got the full walls up, actually. No, the villager's thinking about walling. There's a scout there, but weak. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think that's ever gonna result in a Vil snipe. There are some weak Vils on the farms. I know Hera's known for sniping weak villagers on farms, but they're not that weak. Oh, this is so important, Dave. Will Saladin see the dock? Oh, he can see the dock. Can he deny that? Oh, he can.
I don't know. Yeah, he's got one galley there. But Castle Age time, remarkably similar for both players.
Yeah. And more on food for Kachan because he went farms. This is, again, like someone going for farm eco and catching up against the person going for fishing ships.
But look at the galley production from Green.
Yeah.
And he's got enough now.
True.
He can trap this dude.
Nice micro. I love galley micro. It's so much fun to watch.
Yeah, galley micro. I miss it. We used to watch it all the time back in like 2014, but you don't see it that much anymore.
Now we just see people launching demos out of their docks to kill 4 units. Feels bad, man. That was a giveaway from Kachan. Maybe he felt like he could bring his galley and fire over so he could get the dock up.
The presence of mind to go into galleys in this situation for Green.
Yeah, really good.
Like he knew he wasn't going to win with just straight fires.
Yep. Oh, and again, this, did you see that, Dave? Oh my god! This is sick. This is sick. He's 3-0'd in this engagement. Unbelievable micro. Unbelievable. Now they're both going to be up, and Vikings can switch to longboats. But Kachan Khan needs to take better fights. Yeah,
I think
probably.
He's going to stick with galleys.
Wow. Well, both players getting Wargali and Bod Canero. The time's going to be slightly faster for Kachan, but he's also
stuck in a corner now.
Yeah.
And war galleys are a lot less maneuverable than galleys.
Yeah, it's true.
So if he sticks you in a corner...
Yeah, I think this is a fight that he'll just go in and try and take here. Yeah, and oh my goodness, man. Now,
a bunch of weak ones for Green, but he's going to clear up.
Well, it's not going to clear up because you have 3 dock production coming from Kachan, right? So I wouldn't say clear up, but certainly a good fight and a good trade. when the Viking player should have the advantage on water.
Did he stop producing? He stopped producing.
He's booming. That's risky.
Okay, now they're here.
Yeah, it's a bit risky to boom, but I guess he's just bought himself the freedom to do so. And Dave, he's getting ballistics. He's going 3 town centers. It's like, it's so good. Okay, boomer, says chat.
That micro with the war galleys, like they're one of the hardest units to micro. They're so clunky.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Oh, Katyan. So good in the earlier rounds, but Saladin is just a different monster right now. A different monster. Guys, what you have seen so far in this final is some of the best play you will see. I'm not just exaggerating. Everyone has upped their play for this tournament, so the fact that this is happening is crazy. Ranged units of all kinds sitting next to the gold 2, Dave, so there's always a potential for some pressure there. Katyan is just hoping, again, that he can boom his way to victory.
Ships. So he's going for the big boom to get out of this situation.
I like
demolition ships. He's like, YOLO.
Give him some energy, boys. Come on now.
He's gonna YOLO.
Give him some energy. Boom. That's good.
A good one.
Needs to be a whole lot better for the second one, though.
He's still got 2 other ones garrisoned.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, 2 demos in there, and he'll have some galleys. I guess he can be patient and wait a little bit. Just a little bit, though. Again, the boom behind this. Also, I noticed there's a lot of stone income for Saladin right now.
You know, the villager count isn't that different, though. I think Cochin actually has more vills.
Yeah,
Saladin just has the fishing ships.
It's the momentum, though. Well, it's not that many fishing ships. It's just... How do you kill this, except trying to do what you're doing right now if you're Katyan, and it's failing?
Look at the demo, dodging away.
Yep. Look at it go.
Do I come closer?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't bad. He will still lose that fight, though, and now we have more. We have war galleys arriving to the right, so they can range the gold a bit. Oh my goodness.
The walls are done, so the archer and the 2 skirmishers are in now, which is pretty annoying.
Yeah, just gonna sit there too. Pull him back here. Yeah, pull him back towards the war galley. Oh my goodness, that's so annoying.
He's gonna have to go on stone. He's on stone right now, but he's gonna have to put a castle down to get his docks up.
Holy cow. Yeah. I mean, you build a castle to get your docks up. Then Saladin builds a castle and goes in faster and trebs it down. As you try and mass more navy. It's just... Tell me he's gonna at least get a conversion, Katyan.
Come on, man!
Wait, what?
Oh, God.
He deleted...
So, the monk died and the warship got deleted.
He deleted it even though it didn't get converted. That's hilarious. Okay. Katyan will take that, man. He just needs to make 30 more monks and he's fine. 30 more monks and then Saladin will delete all the navy, obviously. Look where Saladin has his castle placed, Dave. That can't be real. That can't be real. That can't be a real castle. That can't be real.
I was looking for it. I was like expecting it. Okay, I was expecting it where it is now.
Yeah, okay.
He's just doing that for the fans.
I think he's watching right now. Yeah. This is unbelievable. He's on his way to the Imperial Age. It's not... There's no chance.
It's just mean.
There's no chance. The micro from Katyan with the monks, man. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I guess...
It's just... I don't know what to say.
Yeah. I don't know what to say either. Unbelievable play. Now, what if this is a 4-0 and we find out it's backed here in the green? Like, what if
bring in the heat?
Like, seriously, just needs to be said. People probably already know this, but just in case you're new, the Viper he hasn't lost a big 1v1 tournament in 5, 6, 7. I think since 2013, actually, if you're considering like
with standard settings.
Yes,
let's say standard.
It depends on your definition of big, but with standard settings, he is not. And if this were to end up to be someone else, the Age of Empires world would be very surprised.
So he's getting Yasuma right now, and he's towering. He's just suffocating him.
Yep. Tower behind the gold now, and it's just, I think Kachan Khan calls it when he sees the Imperial Age. I understand fighting, but
you got to take a mental breather after this
yeah.
game too. If you're Kachan Khan, if you want any way back into this,
I need a mental breather after this.
Oh, he's trying to drop a castle on the shoreline. I mean, that's where it needs to be. It secures the 2 golds, and it gets him a position to make docks, but
GG.
And he sees the Imperial Age from green.
Okay, 32-minute game, game 2. Wow, now this is 34.
Dude. Wow, man.
Like,
I'm stunned.
This whole tournament has been high-level players on both sides of the bracket. The quarterfinals, every single best of 5 except for one, which was Saladin's, went 3-2. This was unexpected. This is unprecedented, especially how good Katyan played in the earlier rounds. I don't believe what I'm seeing right now. This is ridiculous. Dave, I know it's going to slopes. And while we haven't seen a mirror matchup yet, I would kind of expect this one to be Indians. What are you thinking if you're Katyan Khan right now?
Katyan, can you please get your boards both India or TC? Don't push the deer, man.
Well, you know what's good is that what's really good about this is the fact that he can't push the deer because it's too far away. So, you know, there is that aspect of it. Holy cow. He has... Oh, it's going to be on slopes, right? Unbelievable. All right, guys, we are officially really close to 50,000 viewers. So if you haven't called your moms, your uncles, your second cousins yet, please make it happen for us.
Get him in here, guys.
Get him in here.
Come on. Second accounts. I don't want to say that.
No, come on, man. We're going to get banned. Come on. No second accounts. Just main account logged into 5 different PCs. All right, let's go. It doesn't work, by the way. It's a joke. Just a joke, guys. Oh my, are you kidding? He's going Incas. Again,
it's a strat.
I mean, he did it in the semifinal and it worked, so obviously it's the best strategy. What?
He's down 3-0.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to play meta v meta. He just wants to play this strat that he's figured out works.
Yeah.
But that was against Joan. That wasn't against a player of Saladin's caliber.
Very true. Is this because he thinks the strategy is really good? Or is this because he thinks his opponent is really good and doesn't have confidence going mirror against him? That's the question.
Maybe, but I look at the playstyle of this coaching guy, and he looks like a dude that has confidence in his playstyle all the time, right?
It's true, yeah. I mean, it's not like previously he picked civilizations based on what might have happened before.
This seems like a strategy that he's labbed out.
Okay. I mean, there have been so many players that have prepped strategies for Hidden Cup 3. I think about Saladin consistently going... Okay, his boar's forward. Probably take that one first. But Saladin consistently going for the Mesosivs. Mm-hmm. Or no, Kachan Khan consistently going for the Mesosivs. And Saladin has consistently gone more for Chinese, Persians, more the horse sivs. So guys, let's break this down. It's a pretty simple one. Indian villagers have a bonus for shorefish. In the semi-final, the villagers did not go for the shorefish for the Indian player. Here, Saladin's doing that. So we'll have a ton of food income, and Inca villagers are affected by blacksmith upgrades. So I believe what Kachan wants to do is he wants to scout to see which side the shorefish are on for Saladin, and then he wants to tower and or vil fight that. He's on his way now. If he sees the deer here, then he's going to know rather the shorefish are on the other side. Wow. Goodness gracious, man. Well, Kachan Khan is going for his own shorefish, which is awesome.
He went out. I think he went out earlier in the
Yeah.
last game
Yeah.
that he played against Indians with Incas.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no, that villager could die. He's trying to quick wall it. He quick walls it. Well played, Kachan. I would just feel so bad. I would just feel so bad if that villager died. Okay.
That would fit the theme though of just unfortunate early plays. And yeah, he sent a villager to try and wall that scout in too. But it didn't work out.
Ooh boy. that was a close one there, man. But it's just Saladin getting to the right spots, going for the right plays. Kachan sees the boar, by the way, if he wants to steal it. He sees the boar, but I think against Indians, when they have the food income and the swordfish,
really matter.
It's not even worth it. You need the eagle.
Just send a few extra vills out there and
yeah,
you're fine.
All right. The boar is on the way now. And that boar will get shot down. Well played, and I'm just waiting for the feud lage now. It's gotta be scouts, most likely, for Saladin. If he expects the vills, maybe he goes for something like man-at-arms, but scouts has been the norm. Nope, he'll be clicking up soon. I think the norm here is 19 population. He's at 17. He has a ton of food already. Might want to go up a little bit faster, though, because he is up against the Inca rush.
Yeah, you need the numbers of scouts out first.
Yep. He's still adding another villager, which is fascinating.
Okay.
But his economy is going to be healthier for it.
So he's going to go
I
pop
see.
up?
Okay, so I think he wants to add a few extra vills so he can... Wait, he still has more on the way?
21 pop? Up? Maybe
he wants to wall?
He's responding to this Inca strat.
Yeah, maybe he feels like there's a weakness to it. And the way to counter is to go up a bit later. I mean, he's going to have the healthiest economy in the world. With 21 pop, you're going to have so much resource income, and you can still wall heavily with a few vills. Yeah, that's it. He wants to be able to wall, or otherwise he wouldn't be able to afford it. Now, Dave, do you just abandon the fish if Kachan comes forward? Or do you try and fight for it?
I don't think you try and fight for it, because he's just going to drop a tower. You got to assume he's going to be on stone.
Yeah.
You got to assume he's going to have the upgrades.
Yep.
And he's sending a weak villager. Send her back, please.
Yeah,
Can you please?
Send the weak villager to a farm, please. And why is he sending all the women? In V formation, it's the flying ducks.
Aerodynamic backwards V.
Aerodynamics. Yeah, man. The Zinca villagers are speedy. Now the play... The play is most definitely to get wheelbarrows so they are a bit faster. Well, the moms, Dave! The moms are here! That must be it.
You're gonna lose another 7,000
I know.
viewers.
I gotta be careful. Offending people. Alright.
Oh, yeah, he just abandons the fish, goes back to the wall. If blue follows him, though, he can maybe stop the re-wall.
Yeah. Alright, so blacksmith being built. Armor will be... Oh, the re-wall. Oh, the quick wall. So now, I guess Saladin has some time. And he's on the deer, on the other side. It's like, okay, you can only be in one spot. I'm gonna make scouts now.
So by this time, Kachan had done so much damage already to Joan.
Yeah.
At the fish, and he just hasn't done that damage at all to Saladin here. But how does Saladin respond to this once... that stone is out of reach because of this tower?
Well, he's got to have stone elsewhere, right? Yeah, he's got to have stone elsewhere.
Base, though.
I see Kachan sending a vill around, which is weird. Yeah, I mean, you wall it out, you just weather the storm, and you have more villagers working on resources, and then if you get 4 scouts, you can micro them against vills, even with the armor, even with forging.
Oh, he's sending her over to the deer. Is he going to lame all the deer?
Ah, nice. That's awesome. But there's a full HP scout coming.
Yeah, I mean, green can still take all that food, right?
Yeah, that villager's going to die.
The villager's actually attacking downhill because that scout is in a little divot, right?
Yeah, I think that scout dies. We have a weak eagle on the way. Woohoo. That villager's dead. That eagle's dead. More villagers on the way. Oh, man, he's sending the barn, Dave. He's sending everything, and Saladin did not expect it. See, immediate reaction from Saladin to attack this tower at the base of it. I just don't feel like Kachan's doing any damage, but I always think that in an Inca war.
You know what? He's taking down the tower with two of his own. Once that tower's down, then he can pop out.
Oh, that villager's walled in. That villager's walled in. That villager is walled in. She is not going anywhere. I think she can hop in the tower. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she can.
All right. But...
And she's trying to wall in the villagers from green, but that's not going to work. But meanwhile, on the other side,
Scouts.
he is taking fights. The scouts are going down, but so is a villager.
Oh, man. There's consistent idle time for Kachan. And there's consistent food income to make scouts for Saladin to fight with. He's not fighting with his economy. The towers are really doing nothing. The fact that the Indian player doesn't have shorefish is doing nothing. Kachan Khan has done nothing to Saladin in this series. That vil will go down as well. Oh my goodness. And now he just takes a stone. So, okay. I can build defensive towers.
He's going to build that tower so far forward and go... Is he going to rush down with villagers? No, green just garrisons?
Yeah. Now he will have to focus. He'll have to focus on his vills. He has a weak one on the shorefish, which should never really happen. But I think mentally... it's possible that mentally this series was lost after game 2. Maybe certainly after game 3, man. Look, immediately after the weak one.
Yep.
Doinkster. Easy. And it's good micro with scouts, and there's really no reason to not come back here with more scouts, because you still have food.
And the tower is still up from Saladin.
Alright,
tower is still up. He is running out of stone, though, so... No, he's on stone.
Oh, no. Oh, no. He can't wall them, Dave. He can't wall them! They're all gonna die! They're all gonna die. I think he's just trying to quick wall now because it looks cool, you know? This is just a low confidence strat. Oh,
he went for something out of the box here, and he's sending more villagers forward.
That's what you have to do.
The only play is to send villagers forward, even if you're this far behind. If you manage to cut him off from his resources, manage to make him a nomad, you can potentially come back here. It's a slim chance, but it is there.
Okay, so he's going to dive underneath the tower, and the quick counter to that is just notice it and build houses there, so you can't do that.
But you can still go through the other way.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yep.
Okay, Dave, you ready for the winning strategy? I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Stonewall in the town center.
TC?
No, Stonewall the town center. There's no vills around it to garrison. And you have Inca vills. Build stone gates around the town center. Easy. Please do it. Dude, it's Vil v Vil here.
Yeah, it's Vil v Vil, and Incas are gonna win this.
Yeah. There's no scouts here for Saladin.
Okay, he's made it messy. It took him a while, but he's finally made it messy.
Yep.
Oh my! The villagers for Saladin here. That's a big pile of villagers.
Oh man, both towers are helping. Oh man, this is unreal. Both players losing villagers. More village. Saladin has to micro these vills away. He has to be very careful.
Trying to drop a counter tower there. I don't know if that's.
I don't know what's happening. In all honesty,
play here since the tower just went up.
Is this working? Is this working?
If this works, this is gonna be the most hyped game.
Who cares who wins? Who cares who wins the series? We just care about this game. He can't take gold.
Another tower.
He can't take stone.
All of his villagers.
It's Nomad. Well, hold on. He's walled in, partially walled in to his opponent's base now, which is kind of funny. Oh my god, where are the scouts at, Dave? The scouts are attacking a blacksmith. He already has all the upgrades. Why are you attacking the blacksmith?
I think he's just so distracted.
Yeah. All right. Defensive
Blue's
tower.
getting awfully close to that TC now. Another tower. There's a lot of weak villagers there. There's an archer, but he's been pretty good with his weak villager micro to bring them back.
I guess the problem, though, is you can't get any new ones in here, right? When they get weak, they stay weak. And few archers with
range
fletching.
Those villagers from the other tower.
Yeah, that's not really the best tower. The defense from Saladin seems really good. If that tower goes up, it's not going to stay up. Oh man, so many. Look at the weak vills for blue. Look at the weak vills for blue. They're all going to start getting picked off here. One went down.
It's going to pull him back.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. He's creating villagers at home? We haven't looked here in a while.
There's still 4 villagers in that tower in the back, by the way.
Where?
From
what?
green.
Oh.
In the back of Green's base. There's still 4.
They're still over there. That's actually good, because he could maybe tower to keep Kachan off his gold. I think what Kachan needs here is to do what you would do. Lay on the market. Go to gold heavily, go to stone heavily, and buy your way to Castle Age and hope for the best. He has a lot of gold income right now. Oh.
He's got so many weak vills there, though. Go to Castle Age, build a monastery, make a monk to heal your vills. And
That's
then
it.
Continue.
Incas have good monks. That's the strat. But, you know, I think Saladin...
But here come archers and villagers from Saladin, so maybe we're going to see a counter tower.
It's true. And you would need defensive towers if you're Kachan, but if it's scouts and archers, I just don't see it. This is the first time Saladin's been over here in Feudal Age,
and
man.
we have just hit 50,000 viewers, boys!
Ooh, man. Thank God Kachan hung on for a little bit longer.
He's battering down the tower. He's going to kill those villagers in the back. And he's making a defensive tower at home. Inca villagers. Really, really tough to kill.
Yeah, okay. Now, I love this cheeky tower from Saladin to range the gold with a weak vill. Who cares who builds it? That 50k emote is disgusting. Alright? Blame Ducks for making that. That is the worst picture of me ever. The tower was perfect.
It was.
These villagers have been... They don't know what to do. They're getting so many orders from their king. And meanwhile, Saladin's been relocating his eco on the left. He has gold there. He has farms, Dave. Now, he doesn't have eco to really go to the next stage. Not yet. We do have some eagles from Kachan.
Yep.
With upgrades.
He's got the full upgrades for feudal, so might be able to clear up these archers. The villagers are chopping wood in Saladin's base.
Do you want to know what's funny? The mill went down, and Kachan Khan does not have horse collar, so his farms are going to run out real soon. Wait, does he have the other mill? Oh, that's true. He has another mill. All right. It's fine. Oh, man. The archer micro there was really good from Saladin. It's 14 kills and 6 deaths. Dave, we've said it so many times against Incas. If you just don't die early,
yep,
you normally are good. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Oh, I guess this is fitting because we have Indians. I did say that I would make a camel sound if we hit 50,000 viewers. So, sorry. Anyway, Dave, talk about something real fast.
We just lost 7K!
Talk about something real fast. I made a promise. I didn't think we'd hit it.
We just lost 70K. Oh my goodness. Yep. Well, I would love to see Blue send a bunch of fresh villagers over to the left-hand side, but I think Saladin is foreseeing that because look what he's doing. He's already towering that gold.
Yep.
He's got archers there, and he's walling up that little base he has on the wood line.
Look at the resources for Kachan, though. Kachan's going to buy some food. He still has some nice eagle numbers. And he's going to buy his way to Castle Age. Guys, we just have to believe. All right? We just have to believe. I don't know who Kachan is, but... a 4-0... It was never expected here, and it's got to hurt, too.
After those, like, quarterfinals we saw yesterday?
Yeah.
I would not have believed this.
No. I wasn't even sure that Saladin... Well, I'm still not sure that Saladin is who I think he is. But, no, just thinking it through at the moment. There's a few names. One in particular that comes to mind.
But you know... probably going to get cleared up by the Eagles on the left. The Scouts still not doing too much.
You know what's crazy about Saladin's win, though? Or his wins so far? Is that I can't even be mad it's a 4-0. Because it's been so utterly high level.
Just dominating.
It's been
absolutely dominating.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, the Eagles, you switch into Eagles, you can do this. We saw this in the semifinal between Joan and between, Kachan. And Kachan died to it. And actually, in that game, Kachan tried to go for supply longswords. No supplies
you mean
yet.
the El Dorado. Yeah.
Did I say El Dorado? Okay. Sorry, I meant to say, El Dorado. But look at the nice little walls that Saladin... Look at this base, man. He just knows that it's going to be all about eagle raids. And so he's made... This is like Hideout now. Look, it's so cute. I once had a low elo Legends game look like this, except the person only had 15 villagers at 29 minutes. Wow. He also traded
taking
really
the fight
well
with the
versus
Eagles. Yeah.
Perfect time before the upgrades. All right, Katian.
Well, that's no pressure on Katian's base now.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to think about that. He can just go forward. He's behind. He's only behind by 10 villagers.
I don't know how
now,
that
there's
happened.
there's been a lot of idle time for him, to be fair.
Yep.
With the villagers forward, but only 10 villagers. Siege Workshop now going up at the back of Saladin's base.
There's the siege, and here, oh, we're gonna have cav archers and man-at-arms.
Interesting.
The micro from the cav archer. Did you see that? Just ran around in a circle there. See, normally I'd say the Eagles have to use their mobility, but now there's cav archers, which are pretty mobile. And then normally I would say that you could raid the economy, but there's walls everywhere for Saladin. Unbelievable. If you get enough cav archers, you could do damage versus the Eagles, and the economy has been pretty weak for Katian. Still not the strongest for Saladin, but he is adding more town centers. He's going to 3 TCs behind this for more economy.
How do you fight this with Eagles? You just run away.
The best way to win this game if you're Katian is never fight this army. Funny enough. So you have to raid. He has to find a way in, and then if Saladin chases him to, let's say, the north, then he has to hit the south, and he has to continue to raid and to raid and to raid and to raid. A 4th town center now for Saladin.
Yeah, he's just gonna boot behind this. He knows that blue can't fight him.
It's crazy. Yep, long swords to
Scorpion
protect
coming out at the back from the Siege Workshop. What's that Scorpion gonna do?
It shows us how bad the position is for Katian. It doesn't do... Oh, he could make some slingers, Dave. We remember the slingers.
Yeah,
Kind of forgot about that.
That's probably why Green went into the cav archers,
Yeah.
because he knew the counter.
Yep, I think so as well. He's done the best thing so far, and that's to get the Eagles... Well, I thought he was going to get the Eagles around, but you know what's funny? There's so little that can be raided here, because Saladin has all these different ecos spread out, so... Yeah, man, it's just...
Is that tower gonna get denied? Probably gonna go up.
No, I don't know.
It's gonna go up.
Yeah. Will it stay up? You have cav archers, you have long swords. Armor's coming in on the long swords. Slingers are back there. The cav archers have pretty large frame delay, so it's not easy to take this fight normally. All the cav archers take out the slingers, and the long swordsmen have been shredding the
Clean
Eagles.
up the Eagles, yeah. Where do you go from here? Where do you go from here as blue? I've asked that question like 5 times this game.
And the GG's called. Saladin.
Oh my goodness.
4 O's in the finals. And it wasn't like there was even an hour-long game. It wasn't like there was even a game which was close. It was dominance in every single game.
34 minutes. It was 2 minutes longer, like every game.
Yeah. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. Now, the beauty of Hidden Cup is that we don't know who Saladin is. We don't know who Katian Khan is. And we don't know who any of the players were. Now, I'm going to encourage you all right now, because you only have so much time, to go down below the stream. You can click the Guess Identities button, and there's a web page that opens up, and you can guess all the player identities. I want you guys to do that, because I want to see how much we know as a community. It was very difficult at times. I'm not gonna look at...
Welcome to a Hidden Cup showcase.
I'm not gonna look at the statistics on that one. Because with 4 town centers versus 1, I think you could tell who was probably ahead in every category. Oh, man, but yeah, go down below. And guys, this is what's fun about Hidden Cup. The big reveal's coming, all right? I will see you all very, very soon. Get your predictions in because it's closing in 10 minutes. Do not go anywhere. Hold on. This is overlay guy right here. This is overlay guy. Shame overlay guy for making me look bad. Yep. Thanks. Yep. Oh, professional again. Perfect.
Japan 622, maintain 5000 kilo, clear for distribute runway 34 left approach. Japan 622, 5000 kilo, clear for Zulu runway 34 left approach. Engine totals up by clear for Zulu runway 34 right approach, Japan 500. Japan 622, maintain 5 southbound Chirano, clear for the city, runway 34 left approach. Japan 622, first.
All right. Hello. Did you get your guesses in, guys? You have literally 40 more seconds to get your guesses in. 40 more seconds. These are no longer the polls. This is the official guess. Submit it fast. Oh, man. The fuels train is starting to hit me here. I'm just going to shut the music off as we get close. So here's the deal. I have not seen, I don't know who the players are myself. And with that, there's absolutely no testing on my end as far as like how I might introduce things and do things because I can't see it. I can't be spoiled. All right. So remember, I said this all the way back at Hidden Cup 1. Lower your expectations and hopefully it'll impress you. So 50,000 people, lower your expectations here for a second. Let me just do a test to make sure Dave is ready to go. Dave and I are going to do this reveal together and talk it through, obviously. Dave, you ready for this?
I was born ready, dude.
All right.
Let's go. I want to see. I
need to see. So this is how we've structured this. I had a lot of conversations behind the scenes, and it came down to Dave and I had one way that would excite us. And each and every best of 5 for us was exciting in this. Each and every one was interesting because it's so hard to guess the players. So we're first going to start by revealing all the losers in the round of 16. Wait, no, hold on. I'm getting word. We're first going to reveal the guesses. So what this would mean is, let's say, Saladin played, so-and-so in round 1. Saladin guessed who his opponent was. So we're first going to show you the guesses. Then we're going to move on to the reveal. All right. I was not sure if there would be audio for this or what. Okay, so you can look at the top right. There's a lot of information here, guys. The stream's guess was that Charlemagne was backed. From the prediction pages we got, Charlemagne was backed. Oh, interesting. Okay, so some of the polls differing from the prediction pages. You can see them all pretty close, though. A lot of people said Henry the Lion were Dogao on the prediction page, but they voted Nikov on the stream. Nikov has voted twice there in the polls, but otherwise the players are different. No. On the prediction page, people weren't too sure on fire. Charles Martel and Leif Erikson, or Loaf, were apparently fire. All right, guys, now we have the reveal. What?
What?
Okay.
No way!
Dal and Tato are gonna hate us. They are gonna hate
I'm never gonna
us.
live this down.
Oh,
my God!
God.
I don't want to meet them ever again.
Oh God! Oh God!
I'm never
oh
gonna
God!
talk to them again. Never.
We're like, oh, well, Max and Velez are kings of strategy. They're obviously practice partners. I think that means Joan the Maid was someone other than the Max. And I think that means Princess Yodit was someone other than Velez. No, don't do that.
I'm done.
No, don't.
I'm done.
Listen, that's a bit extreme.
I can't live it down. I can't go to Doubt Stream anymore. Tata will forgive me.
That's it. You're right. I mean, Doubt's already said I sucked, so I'm fine with it. But I'll get you through it, Dave. I'll get you through it. Now, look at what people thought there. They did not think that Velez or Max were out in round 1. All right. So now we move on to the guesses for round number 2. Okay, so
can we appreciate that Princess Yodit thought that Leif Erikson was the Viper?
Wait, what? Oh, I didn't see
the player
that there.
guesses.
I didn't. Oh, wait a second. Okay,
Must be a troll.
So hold on. So King Sancho thought he played Vivi, and it was backed. Joan the Maid thought he played Nikov. Interesting. Viper? That's got to be a troll. That's got to be. Is that Doubt? Is that Doubt saying that he thought he played Viper when he beat Fire?
It might be.
It might be Doubt.
He's so confident. He's like, I beat Viper.
Hold on. Overlay guy wants me to keep moving, but I want to talk about this for a second. Katyan Khan thought that he beat Dogao. Okay. Saladin thought he beat Backed. Interesting. Velez was actually guessed by, Wow. Okay. Well, you know what, Overlay guy? Let's move along. I need to know more. All right. Wait, was that correct? Or was that... Freaking Doubt, man. It was Doubt who said he thought he beat Viper in round 1.
Oh, man.
Maybe we didn't give Doubt enough credit. Maybe we gave Max and Velez way too much credit, man.
Well, we were right about William. There was no doubt about William.
You know what? I just want to put this out there. It's actually Viper that screwed it up because I couldn't spot Viper. So I then assumed that Saladin would be Tato. And then I never thought that Doubt could be Princess Yodit. That's my excuse. Okay? That is my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. But so far, what names haven't we seen, Dave?
Well, we haven't seen Hera. Yep. We haven't seen Viper. We haven't seen Tato. Ooh. Oh, man. Who's the other player we haven't seen?
Let's go on. What we're going to do now is we're going to reveal the semifinals and the finals all at once. Oh, chat knows.
They're Gao, man, and that's Cap. Let's go.
Bro, I'd like to remind everyone watching that Dogao in Hidden Cup 2, he had to qualify. And when he qualified, he almost beat Leary. It was incredibly close. Okay, all my monitors turned off. Are you kidding me? Give me 20 more minutes, computers. Okay, we're fine. Dogao trained a lot. And Dogao was not guessed and probably is the biggest surprise in Hidden Cup. Unbelievable. I'm looking at this now. Dogao 3-0'd the Max. He then beat MBL 3-2. And he lost to the Viper 4-1. Which...
Remember the Islands game though?
Yeah!
He crushed him.
He crushed him. He crushed Viper on Islands. And honestly, he made, still even in that semifinal, he made Viper not look like Viper, I have to say. Now, on the upper side of the bracket, we're freaking out about Dogao. Look at Tato's road. Now, in Hidden Cup 1, Tato lost in round 1. Hidden Cup 2, Tato lost in round 1. Here, Tato beat Nikov 3-1.
And then Leary.
3-2. To then lose to Hera. So both of those players had such interesting and difficult roads to get to the semifinals. That is amazing. Wow. Okay, I'm looking at the path here for Viper. First off, it did not look like freaking Viper, and we'll talk to him soon. But Viper went 3-0 versus ACCM. I called ACCM just because of the Civ picks. He then faced Mr. Yo. Mr. Yo is a very strong player. Beat him 3-1, and then had to work his way past Dogao and then Hera. And that's the second tournament in 2020, the two biggest tournaments in 2020, where it has been a Viper Hera final. Only this time, instead of a 6-4, which is what it was at NAC3, it was a 4-0 for Viper. Dave, before we talk to Viper, what are your thoughts on the result here? And what are your thoughts on how dominant that finals display was?
That is some of the cleanest and most clinical Age of Empires I've ever seen played. And with no mercy.
No mercy.
Whatsoever from Viper. We kept saying it over and over again. He destroyed him in Dark Age. Almost every single game.
It was
before
brutal.
Hera even like got warmed up in the game, he was dead.
Yeah. And
it was unbelievable. And I know he's probably smiling right now because we weren't guessing him early because his playstyle gradually changed every series.
Yeah.
The original Saladin against ACCM, the Friar Tuck, it was a bit more boomy. So we were like, maybe it's Doubt, he's making war elephants, whatever. Goes against Alaric the Goth, gets a little bit better.
Yep.
Goes against Emperor in a Barrel, gets a lot better. Goes against Kachan Khan and becomes a god.
Pretty much.
Wow.
All right, it's time to speak to Viper. Wait, he's listening. Yeah, he's listening. He has to be. Viper, Hidden Cup 1, 2, and 3 champion. How are you feeling?
I feel nice. Hello, hi.
Hello.
I'm Salahuddin.
Jeez.
I knew you were gonna say that, man. Come on, you even went green. You even stuck to the character as well.
Of course. I didn't actually finish the Saladin campaign though on the yet, so.
Yeah, I'm going to boost you a little bit here, Viper. Viper, you probably heard us talking the whole time, so this is a bit awkward. But
very, very awkward.
Yeah. Can you tell us just a little bit about your feeling going into Hidden Cup 3 and how your expectations match the result, I guess?
I always feel fairly confident.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Hidden Cup, I didn't play the qualifiers. I wasn't too familiar with the meta of the maps. So there was always that question in the back of my mind if I'm actually really prepared for these maps in the meta here. But I think I figured it out quite fast. And result. I'm obviously happy I won. Obviously,
yeah.
There were some really tough matches there, and honestly, this Hidden Cup, I had a really hard time figuring out who everyone else was. It was really I obviously knew who I was, and I had a feeling of who I was playing against. But when I was watching the stream and watching the other games, I was so lost. I had no idea for most people.
So were we. We.
You were the worst one.
Yeah.
You were the worst one to figure out the first 2 rounds. There's nothing. signature Viper about it. Did you do that intentionally, or was it just you getting used to the meta?
I wanted to try and like, I mean, it's a huge tournament, so it's hard to like say, okay, I'm just gonna pretend to be this guy because that guy might be Vivi, and then you just go full Titanic, right? So I had to play it a little bit safe. Means at least the first series, the first game I played super safe standard just to get a feel of how good my opponent was, and I could tell quite soon that I felt like I was better than him.
Okay.
So from that point on, I was like, okay, whenever I'm in a winning position in the game, I'll start doing these like towers and these weird things that normally like play like Max or Tato, for example, does.
You messed us up so bad with that, dude.
It was just whenever I felt like, okay, I have this game, I was always going to try and throw in those curveballs in to like try and cause some confusion. And like listening to the stream and I mean, we're all quarantined here, so we've been all watching. It's been really hilarious. Not only you guys, just watching chat and Discord, people, Reddit, AOE, so no one had a freaking clue, man. It's so funny.
Stark picked you out in his list, actually. You said Saladin was Viper. So
I saw it on Reddit, and I literally thought Stark has no clue what he's talking about. I was like, no wonder Stark didn't qualify. Like in my brain, I'm like, no, Stark. He picked like 3 of these players wrong. Oh my god, sorry, Stark. Woo. Well, a little bit of history here. I remember Hidden Cup 1. Now the rules are the players can't tell even their teammates. You know, they can't communicate. Back then we weren't too strict about it. The community was much smaller. And I remember Hidden Cup was coming up next weekend, and I was watching Viper's stream, and he was talking to Doubt, and Doubt was like, why are you streaming so much? You have Hidden Cup. And Doubt's like, and Viper implied that he was out. And first off, I was surprised. And then I remember getting really pissed at you because I was like, oh, it was just a little comment, and people didn't make a big deal about it. And then at the finals, he won. And this is 3 Hidden Cups in a row. You got me, yeah. Ouch. Well, Viper, I want to talk a bit not as much about ACCM. I felt like ACCM was probably a relatively easy first-round opponent for you.
The chat wants to ask about the elephants, though.
Whoa.
So we should ask about the elephants.
All right, Viper, elephants versus ACCM. Tell us about it.
I just had a lot of economy, and I was like, elephants are cool, you know, they're a strong unit, might as well mix them in. Wasn't anything more than that.
See, and again, I was like, nah, Viper, I don't think Viper would do that because it'd be too early a tell. But I thought too much about it, apparently. Oh, man. All right. Well, the elephants did happen in round 1. That's true. Round 2, you move on. You face Mr. Yo. How did you feel Mr. Yo played, and what made you think it was Mr. Yo, actually? Because you guessed it was him.
I already felt from the way he reacted in the mines. We had a mines war in the first game. I already felt that the way he played that was 100% Yo. Okay. So I kind of knew immediately. And then he went Spanish on Hideout as well. Yep. And I threw that game so hard, but I could tell that I knew that it was Yo. So Yo was actually really tough. The last game there was probably one of the toughest games mentally and like decision making wise that I've played in a long time. It was just
that the high tide game where he captured the middle?
Oh man.
Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah, he had the water and the gold and all that stuff, but he lamed me into oblivion at the start, and it was just like that's also why I went for such a big lame in the final as well.
Yeah.
You guys don't know it, but I also lamed him the same map, and he used a restart.
Ah, okay.
So it happened 2 games in a row.
Wait a second. So that was the second. So you lamed first. He used his restart, and then you went again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I realized that moment, like how deadly laming can be on that map, like when Yo lamed me. And but like Yo's playstyle, I feel like it's very easy to spot once you play against it.
True.
Maybe not as much from viewing, but yeah, I realized quite fast that it was Yo.
There's only so many players that pick Spanish nowadays, and so I thought like it had to be Yo or Vivi, and I think he played too good against you to be Vivi, honestly. All right, Viper, Dogao, you heard us talking about how good Dogao played in this tournament. Thoughts?
Yeah, he played really well. I guessed it was Hera when I played against him. I was actually sure I played against Hera.
Really?
I thought it was like Hera, just like, okay, he has realized that he's good on islands now and starts picking that as his home map. So even after I was done playing with him, he even talked like Hera. He was like writing proper English and was laughing with Hera. I was like, this has to be Hera. I was 100% sure. When I was done playing, like I talked to my girlfriend, I was like, yeah, I just beat Hera. Like, I was 100% sure it was Hera. But then I like watched you guys casting the round of 16 and quarterfinals, and it was like, is this Hera? So it's like I wasn't so sure. So then I started to think more. Like, I thought Cotton Khan was Illyria for a while.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, Cotton Khan actually has to be Hera. So because I also thought Sancho was Lyria based on game like the round of 16.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying as well. This Hidden Cup has been really, really like tough to spot who's who, because like Hidden Cup 1 and 2, I was like 100% sure pretty much every player. But yeah, this one has been really tough.
Yeah, if you look
Do you think the level has gone up for this Hidden Cup, like significantly from the last one?
For sure. I think the level in general since DE has risen quite a bit. Well, quite a bit. It's been improved. And this Hidden Cup has been probably one of the highest level events in terms of like seriousness, preparation, everyone giving it their all. It feels like this has been probably highest level in a long time.
Yeah, it's interesting. I looked through at some of the guesses, and some of them are correct. Doubt thought that he beat you 3-1 when he beat Fire. Thoughts on that?
I saw, because in the Discord channel, there are like, Robo posted the first day.
Yeah.
He posted, he guesses this and he guesses that.
Yes.
Then I saw Yoda guessed Viper, and I was like, okay, and I know who this is. But even still, I had a feeling maybe this are the Finns, just like you guys were talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just really tough.
That's funny. Well, everyone wants to know about, even, I guess in general, just your bans and your picks, because the only thing that I saw from your drafts that made me think it was you was when you banned Vietnamese globally, just like you did in Hidden Cup 2. But earlier you're banning islands all the time, and that's uncommon for you.
I never banned islands. You must be.
You didn't?
Mistaking me. No.
Oh. All right. Well, tell.
Nice one.
Did you draft differently,
Caution, dude?
Oh no. I thought Saladin. Oh, I'm sorry. It's yeah. You're right. Okay.
Oh, but I didn't pick or ban islands at all until the final.
That's
like, only the final I picked islands.
I was half there.
Yeah, some sort of.
Yeah.
It was like I thought it would be obvious giveaway. Also, I felt like I had a good idea of how to play the other maps as well, so I was confident with those two. But yeah, islands normally would be like go to pick normally.
Yeah. Dave, I don't know if you have any questions for Viper here, but have at it, man.
What do you think about the Incas pick on slopes? We saw Hera succeed with it in the semifinals, but what do you think about it in the finals?
I mean, it's like it's so hit or miss, though, right?
Yeah.
You need to do immediate damage, sort of, or at least get something immediate that puts you in control. But I feel like on this map it's even worse because there's two sides of the map.
Yeah.
Like he pushes. Obviously, he wants to go for my shortfish first because that's where the Indians benefit the most, and then he has to follow up from that side, right? So I can just move over to the other side, and it should be safe for a while. While he keeps pushing from the right. So I don't really like or agree with that strategy, but of course, if it snowballs out of control, it's really hard to deal with.
Yeah.
But I felt like I just played straight up safe and used like economy advantage and took it from there. So yeah, I mean, it's always scary to play against Incas, but I don't think that's the best map for it. Even though in theory Incas counter Indians quite well, I don't think it was a good choice here.
Okay. Who was the hardest opponent to face? With obviously no disrespect, you played so many good players, but who gave you the toughest time in Hidden Cup 3?
Probably the.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Can you repeat yourself? I'm not sure they heard that. My PC's acting up.
Okay. I said probably the series against Yo was the one where I felt like I really got challenged on decision making and everything. The final, I mean, I'm sorry, by the way. I know it's not ideal for a tournament to have forced.
Oh no, it's fine.
It was like everything kind of went as I wanted it in the final.
Yeah.
So it didn't feel that challenging, but it's not because he played bad or anything. It's just that everything kind of just worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
So fortune was on my side today.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Yo game, especially the high tide game, if he actually pulled that one out, it might have been like a really tough last game there.
Well, Hera has now met you in 2 tournament finals. Last Hidden Cup, Dave and I were basically just saying, can Hera make it out of round 1? If he faces someone like Vivi, he's going to die, and he did in round 1. How far has Hera come? Chat, calm down. We'll talk about the islands, but how far has Hera come as a player over the last year, and with DE, which hasn't been that long a time?
Well, it's pretty much since, actually, he started his kind of rise before that, I would say, towards the latter stages of ECL.
Yeah.
And then from there on, he's just kind of kicked off. He used momentum from there and pushed it all into DE, and he has really reaped the benefits. I mean, he's consistently in the finals now, and it's great for everyone that such a good player has, like, it would be different if it was somebody like Leary or Tyler or someone. They're already up there. They were already like among the best players. So the fact that there's a new player kind of that came and joined up here is awesome for the game. It's awesome for everyone, and awesome for me as well to have more competitors all the way at the top.
I think that makes you better to have someone like him meeting you in the finals every single time and giving you a real run for your money.
Yeah, of course. The higher, like, it's also like he gets really hyped now by everyone, which also makes me want to beat him even more, kind of. So it's like it adds so much more motivation for my part as well when there's this type of expectations and hypes around matches, right?
Sure. Okay. Well, I didn't want to keep you too long, mainly because I'm exhausted. So I'm going to ask you the Dogao Islands game.
Mm-hmm.
You had what I would consider a greedy fast castle, but what went wrong there? Dogao just played out of his mind.
Yeah, it was a little bit greedy. He did some really nice sneak arounds with his fire ships to trap me, sort of. And there's also DE where War Gathers just keep stopping, even though I pulled them back, and it's super annoying.
Yeah.
I probably lost like half of my War Gathers at some point because of just War Gathers stopping.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was already, like, his approach was better than me anyway. So even if I saved those, I might have kept more control in Castle Age, but his overall approach was just better than me in that game. Yeah, he played it really well.
All right. Last question from me. Hera beat Doubt 3-2.
Yep.
That was a very, very close set. Is that a surprising result for you?
I think Doubt is knocking his head. That cup game, he had it, man. It's like he's got to still, like, I talked to him earlier today. He said he's still tilted about that game.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because it was looking so good that game. I'm just actually, honestly, I'm really happy on his behalf that he actually performed in a Hidden Cup and actually showed that he can still be up there. Like, he went 3-2 against Hera.
Yeah.
That's no easy feat, right? So I'm actually, honestly, I hope he's not listening, but I'm actually happy on his behalf.
Yep.
I'm also really happy for Tato, also finally performing in a Hidden Cup.
Yep.
It's good to see my teammates up there because they haven't had the best of runs in the previous versions or editions.
They prepared.
Yeah.
I mean, it showed. Their preparation got them wins. It was pretty incredible. Notably, the cup strategy I thought was really interesting. So congrats to them indeed. Obviously, we're not going to bring in all the players. Obviously, I can't ask all the questions from the chat. Sorry. You can find Viper wherever, Twitter, YouTube, Mixer, all that good stuff, and ask him. I'm sure, like, everywhere people are going to be asking questions after the fact. So, Dave, if you have anything to say to Viper here before we let him go, have at it.
Viper, I know you've been around for a long time. A lot of us have been around for a long time. Did you ever expect Age of Empires 2 to have a tournament where we have upwards of 50,000 people watching?
No. So, like, let's say how many years ago? 8 years ago. I spent a lot of time with Jordan on his own boys. We became really good friends. We were watching StarCraft tournaments. We were playing StarCraft together. We were there, like, thinking, dude, how great would it be to actually have servers for Age of Empires and things like that, and big tournaments with like $5,000 prize pools, that kind of stuff. And here we are with 50,000 viewers. There's a prize pool almost $60,000. The game has grown it's just insane. And yeah, I don't know, it's just incredible. And I never expected us to be in this situation like 2-3 years ago, but here we are, and I couldn't be happier.
God, that hit me right in the feels. Yeah, man.
Don't cry, T90, don't cry.
Yeah,
I feel like we all have a story like that, though.
Yeah,
you know,
it's true.
We all
man.
have that.
It's definitely true. For me, it's so surreal. Because I remember I got my first 500 YouTube subs because Viper posted about my page on his Facebook thing.
Created you.
He made you, dude.
So listen, enjoy the $12,000, but you owe me. No, I probably owe you more than that, man.
I don't owe you shit, man.
Yeah. Viper created this, guys. He created the tournament to win it. Damn you.
You're welcome, everyone.
So cynical.
This is what I planned when I posted your Facebook on Facebook. 9 years ago or whatever it was.
Yep.
This is what I predicted happening.
Yeah.
So.
And at the time, I was so starstruck, and now I'm talking shit to you.
But for real, huge congrats for your success as well. Also, you guys, your casting yesterday, like 12 hours straight, dude, that's incredible. I cast for 1 hour and I'm like, my throat is like so dry and I cannot talk anymore. You guys freaking went for 12 hours. It's incredible. So huge congrats as well for your success this tournament. And hopefully we'll have a Hidden Cup 4 sometime in the future.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you. Congrats again. I'm actually going to send you a cup that has Hidden Cup 3 inscribed on it, by the way.
Is the cup hidden? As invisible?
It's not, no.
Okay.
Just as long as you agree, I don't also need to pay and send you 1, 2, and 3. Maybe I can just have it all on the same trophy. I don't know.
I want them all.
You want them all?
One by one.
No.
I need to
put
fill
1,
up
2,
my
and
shelf,
3
man.
there. And then on Hidden Cup 4, if he loses, make him pay the mailing fee to send it to the next champion.
Oh, yeah. It's like the Stanley Cup. It goes from champion to champion.
Dude, I'm down for that. I'm in.
All right.
Let's do it.
Okay. I'll talk to you soon about that, Viper. Congrats again. Have a wonderful night, and thanks for all the kind words.
Thanks, man. You too. And thanks for everyone tuning in as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Goodbye, guys.
See you, Viper.
Did he just apologize for winning 4-0?
He did. He really did, though.
This is the thing about Viper. Listen, when someone is that dominant, you go from like fanboyism to, okay, I want this person to freaking lose. But the honest truth is, I wish he was mean. Like I wish he was a jerk, man.
Dude, we had this conversation in Hamburg. Remember after we went out after the meetup, we went out for dinner with them.
Yeah.
And then we went back to the hotel, and you're like, man, I really want Viper to lose, but he's so nice.
I know. That's what I said. I was like, oh, it'd be so big for Hera, but Viper, he's so nice. Yeah, it's true. But yeah, guys, I know that Viper would be just as kind and just as humble if he were to lose. We haven't really verified that in recent years, but I'm sure it would be.